All right. Aquas, we're going to give you the opposite because you're in your big love transit with Mars and North Node. So we're giving you the Golden Tarot. We're going to give you some of that Leo vibe. That's where you're at with Mars and this Rahu. Let's see if you can push for the love that you really want in your life. Be honest about that. Or not. Your first card that you got is the Five of Swords. Your challenge is the Emperor. You pulled the Four of Wands in reverse as your overall, and you did get the Ten of Swords to get through this. That's kind of funky. Well, I got a feeling you feel defeated in a way, but you're not. You maybe you feel like you've tried so hard, and that's the defeat. Maybe it's just adjusting the way that you own the power in which you try. Because it's almost like maybe you've tried really hard, but you haven't held the Emperor, right? So it's like you haven't really like the Emperor tries and has defeats, but realizes you can have some losses, but you're not losing the whole war. And I feel like if you're trying with somebody right now, you've got to embody this more powerful presence, because it's one thing to try and feel defeated. It's another to embody the presence fully and understand the presence of what the people want or what the person wants. That's what the Emperor does. You got the Four of Wands here as your overall here. So it's like, obviously it's not celebratory energy at this moment, but it is realizing that until you really feel that you're comfortable where you're not feeling in a defeated energy and you're embodying the power of what you must step into, then you can start looking at the celebratory. Because I feel like the defeat is based upon that, overall the celebration's not happening, or it's not ending the happy ending I want. It's like, well, because you keep doing the same thing over and over again of the same kind of energy that you are trying to do, and then you keep feeling defeated, you got to let go of that. So you got to let go of this energy of being defeated, and you got to actually be the Emperor. That's your challenge. You got to actually embody what you want and to tell the person and embody. And you know what? I'm going to tell you from a Leo standpoint. When I've ever been in love, right? Or I found somebody that was really like all about, like I embodied the person that they wanted to be. Like I didn't lose myself, but I became and embodied like, hey, that's what they want. Like I'm that. Like, bam, I can do that. I feel like that's what has to be done here. What's going on with you feeling defeated and trying so hard and feeling like it's not going anywhere? Knight of Wands in reversed. You're not leaping with love. You're trying mentally. You're not leaping with love, though. That's the issue. You know, you got to take leaps with more love and happiness, not Aquarian scientific. Well, I tried this. I called you. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. If you're in a partnership, it's like you're not trying love enough. But you feel like they're not. You have the Eight of Pentacles. You know, this relationship needs to get on track in order for it to reach the celebratory energy, and it's not on track right now. So it's like once things get on track, it'll go there. If this relationship doesn't have that love, then it was never meant to go there because it's not on track. And maybe that's because you or that person isn't embodying the Emperor of owning that completely. But I think that you got to be clear on it. And I think that you need to approach this differently by that you're approaching it not by trying to like leap in, and maybe that's the issue. Or maybe you're not showing any love at all and they're not feeling it and you think you're doing everything right, but really like, you know, trying to leap into or trying to, you know, find love in any relationship, whether you've been in one or not, with the person, like you got to always leap with love. You pulled the Aries card. Yeah, you need to be very, very strong. You got an Emperor here. You got the Aries. You got the Knight of Wands reverse. Like you're not trying from like a very bold position. You're trying from like a Oh, look at this little, I hate to say it, like you're being a little weakling. Look at this weak person. Oh God, I'm defeated. I've tried so hard. Come on, Aquarius. You got to be bold. Definitely. Look how bold this card is. Trust. You got some trust issues here. Somebody has trust issues on you. But I think that you need to trust more, because an emperor is not in a place of not trusting to get to that position, of the highest position. You know, if you have trust issues, like, guess what? That's what's coming up. That's what's holding you from the power that be. You don't trust to even embody the strength and the passion and the boldness of what you want. That's going to be a big issue. So you're going to have to work through that trust issue shit. And you're going to have to learn to trust yourself and trust the other person big time. But if you don't trust the other person, then why are you, that's the challenge. And what are you doing? Why do you keep trying so hard? Drop it if you don't trust them. Fucking easy. Revenge. You need to drop this whole like, oh, I'm trying hard, or and then like having kind of a resentment, like, you know, like fucking like fuck this person, or like da, da, da. Like, you need to drop that energy. That's not going any direction that you want it to go. I got a feeling you're not betrayed. Like, if anything, you would do the betrayal by doing some crazy shit. Don't do no crazy shit. Like, don't be showing up at their shit. Don't be fucking trying to go through their phone. Don't be trying to do all this crazy shit. People don't want to be around fucking crazy people like that. Sorry to say, in life. I don't know one person that does. But people, when they're in their weird space, they think that that's warranted. That's what's crazy. That's psychotic. You know, I'm not saying you're psycho. I'm just saying, like, don't try and do the psycho shit, especially with trust issues and revenge. Like, fucking, whoa. What does Ganesh have to say here? Wholeness. Yeah, you know what? It's missing the wholeness, and that wholeness is trying to be found here. I'll pull one card. What's that wholeness regarding? 7 of Cups. You're not looking at the dream enough. It's got a dream element to it, but the wholeness has to embody all the different prizes that could be. It's like you're only focused on one prize. You're only focused on one little thing. And you know what? If you want a big, bold, beautiful love situation in this relationship or in a relationship you're after, you need to look at all the prizes that it could be. And I think that the wholeness can come together when you understand all that's there and that you try to embody all that's there. If you are a single Aquarius, 10 of Swords, you keep doing the same thing over and over again. You need to try something different. You're doing the insane thing. And it could be with the person that you really want if you're single, or if you're single, it's like you keep repeating the same patterns in yourself that cause your relationships not to go the way you want to. And then the Page of Pentacles in relationships, you're not really like talking about the good things or the qualities that you want out of somebody or the qualities of the person. It's like you're kind of pulled out and not showing any offerings, and they're kind of like sitting around going, what the fuck is going on? Or you're not feeling that your partner is bringing anything to the table. You got to bring something to the table too, maybe to bring them to the table. Your astro dice are Neptune in Gemini in the second house. Yeah, I think that, you know what, your mind is so set on having something, but I think that, you know, you're feeling like, I think that you need to change your mind about what it is and how to have it, and the conversations of what are really worthy and valuable, and how you shift the tone. Because I think there's a lot of confusion in trying to understand the situation and where it's at. But I think that you got to be more clear, and you have to be willing to kind of, I think, look at your own subconscious shit instead of focusing on kind of this other subconscious shit, like maybe the other person's subconscious shit or whatever. Stop putting the story on everybody else. Own your own subconscious story this week.
I think it comes down to that a lot, the owning of that, you know, and trusting the process of growth, and trusting your ability to kind of see what's going on in life. You know, we have all these stipulations that kind of we put on relationships, or that we put on individuals, and even though we put on ourselves, and that can put stress and that can put strain on any relationship, including loved ones, including lovers, and including the most important one, the relationship with ourselves. And if we're continuing to stress ourselves out, it's not going to breed any sort of foundation for this relationship to continue to grow. So you kind of have to put that shit aside and focus on the positive. Don't allow ourselves to get scattered with inside of our emotions, get scattered with inside of our brains, so we start manipulating situations, manipulating people. Just allow it to flow naturally. Allow that love to radiate. We say it a lot. Allow that love to radiate out there around you. And it's going to come back tenfold, because the individuals that are around you are going to be able to feel that. They're going to tap into that energetic field just like you're tapping into theirs. It goes both ways.